Hello YouTube, and welcome to Crit's Sake. I'm Kyle.
I'm Curtis.
And today we are going to be opening the new Bloomburrow starter kit. We'll be talking about whether this is relevant for new players, as both of us are new players. We've been playing for
about 2 months now, give or take.
Not a long time. And we want to talk about whether this is worth it, whether this is interesting to a new player, and also just have a few games with the decks and show you what they do. Please like and subscribe. So we're going to be opening the Bloomburrow starter set here. We brought an excessive knife because this is tradition.
Naturally.
So in this box we have a red-blue otter deck and a green and white. I think it's bunnies. I forgot to open one of these for a moment.
Oh, extra cards.
Not extra cards, those are the rest of the deck.
Oh, ignore me.
Okay. So I, myself, am going to be piloting the otter deck, the red-blue one, and Curtis here.
Yep. Green's the only colour I'm missing, so thought might as well.
Okay. Oh.
Just fucking launches it.
Alright, I'm going to pop up with the deck lists right here for the red-blue one. As you can see, it's got quite a few interesting cards in. Namely, the ones that I'm excited to play is Mockingbird, because I hate people.
Yep. I'm so excited.
And on that note, I'm going to pop up with the green-white one here. Now, Curtis hasn't read these deck lists.
Nope, not a clue. I am like brand new to this game.
So, this should be interesting. We're going to do a little best of three for you as well, because... well, what's the point in just doing one? Let me take that out. And that.
I can't get the fucking back.
Do you want a hand?
No, I'll be okay.
Alright, these are the copy tokens, the items. I'm sure there's supposed to be some other tokens in here. I can't find them. So YouTube, we'll be talking about the decks, having played a couple of games with them now. Having played the red and blue otter deck, I've got to say, I know that the set is really good for a lot of the cards that are within it, and I'm very much excited to be getting more of these. So we're going to talk about some of the important cards in each of them. First one being the mythic of the set, Bria, the Riptide Rogue. Ignore that I'm looking at it, it's right here. So this is a 3/3 with prowess that gives all of your other creatures prowess. And whenever you cast a non-creature spell, a target opponent can't block. Not target opponent creature, but same thing. This is nuts in a red-blue deck, because we've seen throughout the wild that is a really strong synergy. Especially with red and blue, you've got a lot of instants and a lot of sorceries you can play, and they matter. You also have Mind Spring. It's one of the rares in this deck. It is X and then 2 blue mana, and you draw that many cards. It's good hand refill. Not a card I'm going to complain about having. Then we have Alania, the Divergent Storm. This is another otter. This is a 3/5 for 5 mana, that whenever you cast the first instant, the first sorcery or the first otter, a target opponent can draw a card. And if they do, you get to copy it. Value. I don't need to explain that to you, it's value. We also have Mockingbird. This is something we didn't really get to play with in that last game, but it's going to be my special fuck you to someone.
It's what I'm specifically afraid of.
This card costs X and then 1 blue mana, and whenever... God, I can't speak. Whenever Mockingbird enters, it enters as a copy of any creature on the battlefield with a mana value equal to or less than the amount spent to cast, so X plus 1. So you can just copy someone's big scary thing. Now there's cards in that green deck that I was wanting to see. Ignore the cat. There was cards in the other deck that I really was hoping to get to copy, because I wanted to ruin his day, but we didn't get to see that. And the final rare of this deck is the Sword of Vengeance. This is a 3 mana, the equipped creature gets +2/+0, and First Strike, Vigilance, Trample, and Haste. which you equip for 3. So you know, you just want to put all the keywords on something, just boom, I'll have all of them. Honestly, this deck is really fun. It plays very aggressively, and I have a feeling that if it gets like past turn 10, you're probably running out of juice. But that was not something we had to. It's not something we experienced within these couple games, and I'm excited. I think this is fun.
Yeah, it's a very good deck.
Yeah. So now we're going to move on to Curtis. He's going to talk about the green and white deck.
So now we're going to talk about the green-white deck. Now, I don't think I played this ideally, admittedly. However, I'm just going to talk about some of the key cards and what I feel would have been useful. So, I never had the mana to play this card. However, classification. Very simple. It's an enhancement. Creature gets 20/20. Plus 20, plus 20.
I believe it taps
it
the
does
creature as well.
Tap the creature, yes, which is seemingly its only drawback, apart from its 7 mana cost.
Wait, did you have that in your hand?
Yes.
Which, both games?
Yes.
Oh.
Yep.
For context, that was the thing I wanted to Mockingbird.
Yeah. Now, next card is Serra Redeemer. Now, this is 5 mana, 2/4, not the best, but its ability. It's flying, and whenever another creature you control with power 2 or less enters, you put a 1/1 counter on it. Now, that's going to be primarily useful with one of the later cards we'll go into. Next is the Fecund Green Shell. I believe that's how it's said. That's
The fucking green shell!
fucking green shell.
The fucking green shell! Mario
Yes.
Kart intensifies.
Okay, very 5 mana creature, 4/6, which very good tank. It's got reach, and as long as you control 10 or more lands, it gets an extra 2/2.
I believe it's creatures you control get +2/+2, not this creature.
Oh, damn. Okay, that was better than I thought. Never mind.
I research.
I don't. So, whenever the fucking green shell or another creature you control with toughness greater than its power enters, look at the top card of your library. If it's a land card, you may put it in the battlefield tapped. Otherwise, put it in your hand. I don't need to explain that, do I?
No, but you know what? As someone who mostly plays green, I'll go into it a bit. So basically, anything you play with a defensive stat line is letting you cycle lands into. I mean, that's kind of a staple of green anyway. But there's a lot of cards within green that synergize a lot with that.
Yeah.
I mean, well, I can't remember the name of the case off the top of my head. I shall pop up with the card here. But the one that I have in my other deck, that's you can play off the top of your deck, and you play an additional land. So you can just use that to break that cycle.
So you can just draw it, play tapped, draw it, play tapped.
Well, no,
Or
I
you put it in
mean,
your hand.
you play a minion with more toughness than power, so something with a defensive stat line.
Yep.
And you can use that to break your cycle each time. So if you've got things that are evenly statted and then a few of them mingled in, you can just keep cycling your entire deck.
Pretty much.
I mean, there's definitely something you can give them Convoke. Anyway, I'll shut up now.
Yeah. Now with the exposition out the way, now with the actual useful stuff out the way, let's be honest.
Exposition is stuff that moves the plot along.
Eggs.
I don't know if it's plot.
Yeah.
Is this plot? Let us know in the comments.
Yes, please comment. Tell us everything we've done wrong. Now, on to the last legendary creature, and then we go on to they're both legendary creatures, but
On to the last rare.
yeah. So 2 mana, 1 green, 1 white. Phineas Ace Archer. Vigilance Reach, nice little 2/2. Whenever he enters the battle, whenever the Ace Archer attacks, put a 1/1 creature on other creatures you control that is a token or a rabbit. I should have attacked with him.
We'll pop up with the clip.
Yeah.
And you'll see.
Yeah. Also, I should have used Hop to it a little bit better because I missed out there. But
there's a new decks.
yeah, I'm learning.
We'll play with these more, and we'll expand upon them and try and
Yes.
see if we can force these into a synergy, because It's got like the ground. Both of these have the groundwork of something cool.
I've already got a few cards in mind. We were actually just talking about that earlier.
As do I, but don't spoil them because you know those are the shorts. We've got one of the pre-release bundles, so if you want to see that get opened, it's going to be opened over the shorts.
Exactly. Watch the shorts.
Watch them.
Now and finally, the cornerstone of this deck, Bayaki?
Berg.
Bayaki. Long year of
You're back.
I am the long ear of the law, apparently. Great card. 6 mana, 4/4. It's not bad. Vigilance, and here's the big thing. When Berg. I'm just stupid. Ignore me. When Berg, Long Ear of the Law, enters the battlefield, put a 1/1 token on each of up to 2 creatures. I still don't like that wording, but let's carry on. Whenever a creature you control with a +1/1 counter on it attacks, double the number of +1/1 counters. That's fucking insane. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's the thing that makes your rabbits go from just little bunnies to.
Well, it's like fuck you.
That's not a bunny anymore. That's a kangaroo.
I mean, kangaroos are just jacked bunnies. Let's be honest.
It's the only two animals I can think of that barks. Probably. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Yep.
Right, so that was our thoughts on the new Bloomburrow starter set. I've got to say, I think it's really fun.
Yeah, overall, the decks are amazing, to be completely honest.
Yeah, if you want to see us do some more games with them or talk about possible expansions within these decks, please let us know. Obviously, please like, comment and subscribe. All feedback is appreciated.
Yeah, especially since we are still quite new at the game, we're still trying to learn. Just anything would be appreciated, essentially.
Anything. Also, please help us break out a new channel, hell.
True.
So, thank you for watching. We've been Crit Sake. I've been Kyle.
I've been Curtis.
And that will be us signing off.